Hi, my name is Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel, and I thought it would be interesting to share with you what sort of happens after you finish your masters, in particular what could happen after you finish a master in modern languages and what life after studying kind of looks like. So you might all know that I just graduated from the University of Oxford with my masters in modern languages, and I just had the ceremony and everything, but now I have to do something else really because I finished with my masters. So in essence, I found myself at the same crossroads that I was at when I just finished my bachelor's degree, which was to either decide to find a job or to go on and do a master's. And I essentially decided to go with maybe a bit of the easier option, which was just deciding to do master's and postpone the decision of whether or not to start working full time, and also to give myself maybe a bit more time in the last year to enjoy student life. I truly feel like I'm in the same position again as I was right after my bachelor's, which kind of means that I can go two ways. I can go do a PhD, or I can go and find myself a job. So there's like two different ways that I can go, and I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. There is literally no idea. There's mornings that I wake up and then I'm convinced I want to have a job, and there are mornings that I wake up and then I'm convinced I want to do a PhD. So in the end, I don't know what to do. To be honest, I sort of do regret not applying for a PhD while I was at Oxford. Looking back, I probably should have done that, but I didn't. So here we are again. So I have decided to apply to both PhDs and jobs and essentially take the best offer. In the end, overall, there are pros and cons to both. Finding a job, I would be very happy to find a job because I finally get to focus on something else, because I have been focusing on French literature from 2015 onwards. Not that I don't like it anymore, but it would be nice to do something different for once. So that's one thing that's really pulling me towards the job part of things. A con to that is that I'm gonna miss student life a lot, because who doesn't love to be a student? You get to do your own thing, you have a bunch of free time, and you can schedule your own way around, you can still do sports and all that sort of fun stuff, and you're not in a full-time employment environment. So that's kind of maybe the con for finding a job really. And in terms of PhDs, I would love to do a PhD. It will allow me to create even more of a deeper understanding than I already have about my specific research area within French literature. But on the other hand, I don't know if it's going to add really anything to my career perspectives, because it's French literature. I'm not doing a PhD in neuroscience or anything along those lines. I'm looking at French literature, and it would probably give me a great opportunity to have a career in academia, which I would really love to do. However, if you're done with a PhD, there is no guarantee that you'll find a place at a university to work. So in the end, it's a huge commitment that might actually set me back 3 years on the career market. So I don't know what to do essentially. I have no idea what to do at this point with my life. And there are certainly jobs that I would take over a PhD offer, and there are PhD offers that I would take over a job offer. So in the end, it's going to come down to the details, and therefore there really is no way for me to decide what I'm going to do right now. So I have decided that I'm going to apply for both, and will keep you posted on what's happening and what's going on. Like I said earlier, I do regret not applying for PhDs while I was a student at Oxford, but on the other hand, again, it's also something that's going to require a lot of time, because I have to write research proposals, I have to reach out to professors, I'm going to have to find a university that I want to study at. It's just a lot that's going into that process as well. And same with jobs, it's essentially a full-time job to find a job, really. It really is. Applying to all the graduate schemes and all that fun stuff. And also a PhD, I'm going to have to find funding, because here in the UK, I'm not sure where you're from when you're watching this, it's fairly easy to get a PhD place. However, you need to find funding. Like, the place does not automatically come with funding. So you might have to apply to a bunch of different places in order to get some funding, which is a pain if you're a humanities student. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Again, I have no idea where I'm going to end up at. I'm definitely not planning on paying myself for a PhD. The only way for me to do a PhD is to get funding. I'm not going to fund it myself. I'm definitely not willing to do that. And it's also quite of a huge commitment. Again, like, it's a 3 to 4 year thing. And in terms of jobs, I do really like to find a job that I'm really interested in and that I love doing. However, if I don't find the right job and I do get a wonderful PhD offer, I'll take my fully funded PhD offer. If I only get a PhD spot and no funding, I'll gladly take the job offer that I have. So it's going to come down to the details once again. So I just don't know what I'm going to do. I applied last year to jobs that did not quite work out, and last year I did not apply to PhDs and I regretted not doing that. But here we are, we're gonna redo this, we're gonna apply to jobs and PhDs, and we'll see how it goes. And that's literally my plan. And as soon as I know more, I will let you know. For now, this is the situation, and I guess, you know, if you finish your master's in a humanities degree, you'll probably face the same situation that I'm doing now, because you do have to make the decision on whether to continue in academia, also find a job. And it's a hard decision. Like, honestly, I would love to do both, but I cannot do both. So yeah, I don't know what will happen. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm sorry, I'm rambling at this point, I don't know. Anyways, that's the current situation. I will keep you updated. I will keep on posting videos about Oxford because there are so many fun things that I still would love to share with you guys. Have a good afternoon, and I'm gonna say bye and see you next time. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.